Hey, Kawhi. Paul and Ty were talking a lot about the way you and Paul have played off each other and maybe some increased comfort in that, knowing when to take your turn and when for PG to take his turn. Can you describe the evolution of your guys' kind of on-court relationship, knowing when it's you guys' turn to turn it on and how that affected tonight's game?
I think we're just playing the flow of the game pretty much, trying to do everything. If it's defense, rebounding the basketball, talking on the floor, shots going to go in or not. Our job is to keep being aggressive for ourselves and others. If Paul has it going, we're going to go to him. If I got it going, it's going to come to me. But if anybody else on the team has it going, we're going to try to get them the next shot as well. Reggie played great tonight. Nico also did. And, everybody on the bench coming in with energy, Luke making shots, T-Man playing defense, Pat, energy. So, we just not really a selfish team. Like I said before, we just want to make the right plays on the floor.
Thanks. We'll go next to Law.
Well, you mentioned after game 2 that you're just trying to take what defense is giving you. You just told Andrew a version of that. What was the defense? What was the difference between what you saw in the first half and what you saw in the second half, beyond just making shots?
That's all it is. It's either going to go in or not. My job is to stay aggressive. There's no other, magic to it.
Thanks. Next, we'll go to Farbad.
Well, I know you listed a lot of the positives in today's game, but I just want to know if there was one thing you were most impressed with in the transition from game 2 to game 3.
Just our effort, being more physical, boxing out, getting the rebounds, being more detailed to the game plan. And the biggest thing is that we made shots tonight. We was getting open looks, I believe, in game 2, and we weren't knocking them down. And tonight we knocked them down.
Next, Mark Medina.
Hey, Kawhi, now that you guys have had a second season together and more time to play together, how do you think that the chemistry with you and PG has evolved and improved over time?
It's still evolving. We came in with Doc Rivers last year, and then now we're playing with T. Lou. So, your chemistry is still growing. They, like I said before in future, past interviews, Doc and T. Lou are 2 different coaches. So coming from one, set of plays, going to a new set of plays, you always have to, rebuild a chemistry from there. But like I said, we're just both out there just trying to win a basketball game. And, if one of us has it going, one of our teammates, we're going to look for him.
Thanks. Next to Tomer.
Hey, Kawhi, congrats on the win. We're trend I've looked at is in the games that you guys have lost, they've been relatively close losses, especially down the stretch. But in some of the wins, you guys have sometimes blown them out, sometimes won by 10, 15 points. I'm curious, does that tell you anything about this team, that even in the losses, when you guys might not be playing well, it's still a close game? Does that really tell you anything?
You always go back and see what you did wrong with these wins, and if it's a close loss. Like I said, I felt like game 2, we had some open looks down the stretch, and we just missed them. That's just the way basketball goes. We all wish we could control the shooting. All of us would be shooting 90% out there, 100%. So, like I said before, it's about playing the right way, knowing if we have any defensive breakdowns and, seeing how we execute on the offensive end. That's the only thing you can look at. If we're setting screens, are we running hard to our spots? And, if you make shots or not, you got to live with it.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks. Time for one more. Go ahead, Ramona.
Thanks. Hey, Kawhi, Ty's been talking to us a little bit about you and Paul having to play make a little bit more, especially when you get into the paint and creating for others, playing in that role. Paul especially has been sort of a point guard for you this year. How, have you seen that? I know when he puts you in that role, is that different for you? Is it a different approach than you've had in in other positions or other years that you've been out there, or is it just an escalation of what was starting last year?
I mean, it's definitely growth for me, especially coming into it last year. You know, just really not having that true PG.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a challenge. Like I always say, it makes the game more exciting. It's something different that I haven't, you know, been through. But you know, just areas where I could grow at, you know, as a player. So take the challenge and just have fun with it and just play the game.
Have you done some work with Chauncey at all in that? I know I guess Chauncey's been working with Paul a lot in that role.
I mean, I talk to everybody pretty much on the staff, you know, just to see what we're doing wrong or ways I could get better, make the team better. But yeah, I talk to Chauncey, you know, here and there, just ask him nitpicking of, you know, what he used to see and just what he's seeing now out there, just being a coach now. So we have our little talks here and there.
Oh, thanks, Kawhi.